Akintoshin.
Just make sure y'all watch out with the rumbling of the.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Akintoshin.
Yeah, Ron, put this under your microphone.
Thank you, sir.
See if that's it. No, I can't tell if that's
Testing, testing. Akintoshin.
Akintoshin. Sounds German.
Testing, testing. All right.
everybody sounds good. All right, I guess in 3.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Cole, and I'm joined by my guys, White Star GB,
We're shaking.
and we also have super producer Corey Cool in the building, Cool University.
Yeah.
Big shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking Akintoshin
Akintoshin.
American Oak whiskey. And tonight's topic is going to be, again, part 2, how to succeed in modern dating.
Yeah, part 2 of the Uncle Cast.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. We're trying to give the youngin some advice.
Absolutely.
Trying to help.
All right. White Star GB.
Yo,
How was your week, man?
my week was good. My week was good until today, actually.
Okay.
Um,
Why so?
Getting ready for the show. I was running late. You know, I go to dye my beard a little something, put a little color in it.
Oh, you put that out there on the show?
I don't know. I think I did. I mean, it's here now. Cause I cut it down, so I have to like put a little color in it. You know what I mean? Cause I'm not walking around with no gray hair, bro.
Gray is wisdom.
I know, but I don't. That's not my aesthetic. I don't want that.
No, not at all.
No, that's not my. Like, yo, a couple of little sprinkles, but I'm not doing a fully gray joint. But I have to literally get back in the shower to dye it again. I did like a double dye today, yo.
Really?
Yeah, I got out. Yo, I looked. I'm like, nah, this ain't it, yo. I had to do a double dye, yo. But I kind of wanted to bring that up to y'all. Like, y'all feel like there's something wrong with dyeing the beard, or what y'all think? You don't really have to. Wait till you have to, and then.
Can you give me like some type of explanation on why?
Just aesthetically, just aesthetic. Like, I don't like the way it looks when it's white on me. This people with white beards and they pull it off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Guys that look young, but they got the white beard, but
You just feel like it makes you look older.
Yeah, and that's not my look right now. I'm not kind of
Okay.
trying to dress older neither yet. I don't want to be the old nigga that still dress young too.
How do you know when you reach that?
Because I feel like, yo, when I do that, I gotta wear a suit every day.
No.
Yeah?
A suit every day?
Nah.
You can wear some slacks.
Yeah.
You can wear a polo shirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might look like you work at Best Buy or Target or some shit like that. But if you jazz it up a certain way, you look cool.
Listen, I think aesthetically, I think men are starting to embrace aesthetics a little bit more. You know, Drake got teased for getting the BBLs, but trust me, mad people, mad rappers.
When you say aesthetics,
well, I went from 2 completely opposite ends of the spectrum. I went from dyeing your beard, which I feel like is on the low, maybe like a 0.1 to like a 1, and having cosmetic surgery, which is a 10. You know,
yeah.
But I feel like in between is like, all right, like Nori got hair now.
Yeah,
that's like a 7 on the scale, right?
A 7?
Like getting hair?
Is it a wig?
I don't think it's a wig. I think he got the plugs. Like he's getting in the pool and everything. He rocking.
I don't know.
Yo, I think he picked the perfect haircut to come back to it too. That nice taper fade.
Yeah.
That's a nice, you know what I mean, joint.
Yeah.
That's a nice first hairstyle to have.
I felt like he was all right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he had the
plugs.
No. Before I think he had the tattoo.
Yes.
And I thought he looked good with the tattoo. Pause.
Yeah, because the tat, it never really looked. It just looked like a low Caesar.
Yeah.
So it never really looked bald. So you really kind of never get used to somebody having hair. Jadakiss was bald for a long time, and then all of a sudden got hair. But I feel like he could just kind of always grow.
I think he could always grow his shit.
All right,
I think he liked the balding.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I'm used to the bald look versus him with hair. Sometimes it throws you off.
It still does. Like you could kind of never get used to it, right?
Yeah.
All right, Floyd. It's been rumored that Floyd got his beard done. He went to Turkey and got like a beard.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was really never able to grow like facial hair, but then he got the full joint. Where's that on the scale? You know what I mean?
I think that's the unnecessary side. I understand
that's unnecessary.
Yeah, I understand hair.
Okay.
Like if you want a hairline back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get that.
The dudes were taking drugs, Rogaine, everything. Like people was holding on to their hair.
This is the difference.
Plugging hair into your face is like, bro. Just
exactly. Because if you
but you're saying that as a man who could grow hair on his face.
I understand. Speaking from a place of privilege, it is, it's a lot. It's a lot to maintain, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to not have it or wear it low or whatever the case was, but going to like plug, bro.
That I agree with that, because if you were never able to grow hair on your face, it was never there. Now, if I had hair on my head and it fell off, and I want to put it back, that's something different.
Like 30 years, you just went hair.
Well, I think after a while, you just gotta. If you've gone a certain amount of time without it, you should be able to live without it.
So, when like Nori was on vacation and he was still pulling his hair, like everything was fly, I was sending my wife. I was like DMing my wife, like, all the pictures of him in like in the pool, pause, like Nori in the pool and all that, showing his hair, and she gets DM me back like, no. I'm like, whoa, what are you saying no for?
Does she think
like, I know what you're thinking, and no, I know why you're sending me this, and no. And I'm like,
are you one of those guys?
But does she know you with hair?
Are you like some?
No, I never know. Cause all right.
Are you like on some Little Kim shit? Like you do one thing and you be like, yo, let me do this. I'm gonna do this now. Now you look like a Ken doll or a black Ken doll or some shit. You got abs, you got a hairline, you got cheekbones or something. Yeah, I don't know.
But like hair is one of those things. Like, yo, if you could do it right, like, all right, boom.
Mm-hmm.
If I could get hair and it never turns gray, I would do that shit tomorrow. If they could guarantee me that shit ain't gonna never turn gray, my hair that I bought stays black forever, I'll do that shit tomorrow.
But I don't know. I don't think that's possible. How does it work?
Because it's fake hair, so make that shit whatever color I want it to be.
But how does it work?
No, it's it's follicles.
But keep the follicles young.
You can still cut it and grow, or it's just
you can still cut it and grow. It's your joint.
It's the same hair forever.
Yes, it's your hair.
No. What I'm saying is this: I get the hair plugs, right. My hair it's that set of hair. Is that the same hair I have forever? And
no. It just keeps growing. Like it's your
So
like
it can grow gray.
Huh?
Can it or no?
Maybe another. Yes, right now it can, but in like 3-4 more years, I feel like the technology is gonna get a little better.
Yeah, you're gonna have GMOs in your body from your fucking hair. All right, that's.
My wife said no anyway. I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do it. He said no.
Yeah, I don't understand why they cannot cure baldness.
I know.
Isn't that like so frustrating? Like,
why can't but it'll take like some like high doses of radiation or some crazy shit. Probably lose your nose and your left cheek, but you'll have hair. And niggas will do it.
Like, you ever think about like what is it on your cheeks and in your private areas that keeps the hair growing? You never go bald down there, so it's like, what's down there that you're, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Grows like moss.
No. It wears it down over time.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
rubber, you know, it'll diminish because the water is passing. Maybe like the air and shit like that over time.
I
Might
don't
be
know.
saliva shit. Think about it. We can move on. Yeah, my week was good.
Oh man.
How about your
All
week,
right.
dog?
My week was cool, man.
Yeah.
I had a question because I'm trying to figure this whole thing out. Bioengineered food. Do you pay attention to the labels of the food that you eat?
Not as much as I should know.
Okay, so I don't
I
know.
eat like cooked food, so it's not like they like, you know, rappers. It's not like I'm eating like.
You don't eat nothing like a bag of chips or.
Yeah, but I'm not reading that. So yeah.
Okay, I do.
Okay,
I do. I've been shopping at. I go to Aldi's now. On top of the, you know, I got a couple of grocery stores that I go to. So
what you go to? What you do?
Stop and Shop.
All right.
I started doing Aldi.
Okay.
There's a local one that's around down the block also.
All right.
And Aldi is.
You want to do Trader Joe's?
No, I not really.
Okay.
It's kind of out the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not like super duper like, yo, I gotta get this particular like vegan vegetarian. You know, I'm not on it like that. But Aldi is relatively inexpensive. I think they probably got to be the cheapest food out there.
Wait a minute. Aldi's the one where? Aldi's the one on the Peninsula?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would never buy food from it.
Why?
That looked crazy.
Why?
It looked crazy. It looked like, I thought you were saying the other shit. The yellow Lido. I thought you were saying Lido.
No.
You said Aldi.
Aldi,
Oh,
yes.
No, I be trying to
Aldi.
right past that shit. You crazy.
So when I've gone there, I said to my wife, like, yo, the food is
yo, don't go in there.
inexpensive. No, they got regular brand. They got
no,
regular
but that
stuff.
should be like almost like Dollar General food. Like you
Nah,
could drive by that shit and be like, yo,
no, they have regular. They have regular brands there.
Logo is trash. Like I seen that. Yo, shout out to all, yo. If y'all want to like sponsors or whatever,
You already screwed that up.
We'll take your money. We'll take your money. But your logo is trash, yo. I'll be driving by that shit. That's the shit in Hempstead. I'll be like,
yeah.
they know where I'm going in there.
Yeah.
That shit. I thought you were saying Lido.
No.
What made you go in there?
They're local.
Right.
They're right. You know, they're out here.
Yeah.
And there's not too big of a difference between them and whatchamacallit, the Lidl.
Yeah.
They don't have
about
Lidl
the
around
biodiesel food. All that shit in there is that.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. They have like your regular brands too that you would have in Stop and Shop.
Of course.
They have those too. They have their own brand. But if you pay attention to labels, when you go to like a Walmart,
right,
and you buy the Walmart brand, they'll say made with bioengineered food.
Oh,
some of the other brands at Aldi, they'll say made with bioengineered food.
Okay.
And I said to my wife, like, if you look at, let's just say some Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
They won't say made with bioengineered food, but I'm like, yo,
on the Cheetos label.
On the Cheetos label, it doesn't.
Right. But if you get the off-brand version,
it'll say it on
they'll say it. Okay. Bioengineered food.
What I just realized is that they have their shit hidden. And I'm not sure if the bigger brands, I don't know if they pay to have it hidden.
Yeah.
But you gotta
pay the DEA. You know what I mean?
The FDA, right?
FDA.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But
because like Seymour Steve, he said he had to submit a label of his Seymours to the FDA, and they have to approve it.
Okay.
And you have to send a sample, so they break it down, and they they approve his label.
Oh,
and then they can slap his label on the back of his product, and he can sell it. But that's the process, and it costs money.
I get it.
So now, if you have that many bootleg products, you ain't got the money to do all that. So
Walmart has the money.
Yeah, but maybe you have like a Netflix of that shit. Like you just pay one monthly price, but then you get everything in it.
Maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
But they'll say it on their product.
Yeah.
But like a Frito-Lay, which is Cheetos, that owns Cheetos.
They'll break it down.
They'll have, you got a QR code that you have to scan in order to see the ingredients, to see that it's bioengineered.
So they say it too.
Yeah, all
okay.
the shit
all
is.
Right, all right, okay.
All the shit is
bioengineered. Okay.
Yeah, bioengineered food.
So what does that mean to you?
It means that pretty much that it's been made with like GMOs and shit. Like fake
and sped up
the process. Yes. Maybe some growth hormones to the plants that made whatever. Let me
ask you a question. Don't you think that this is y'all doing? The pescatarian and the vegetarian and the vegan. This is y'all, and this is y'all doing. No, you don't think that y'all need to stray from certain things? Like, all right, a vegetarian is not going to eat fish and chicken, but they want to eat an Impossible Burger, and that opens the door for now people are just eating fake shit now. And now you're just eating fake shit, and now the fake shit is just in the game, and now we could put fake shit in like real people shit.
I right now I'm not even eating that
because it's got to be like they put something in it to make it bleed. It's like you even want it to bleed. It's like why you it's like
I think they're
so smart for their own fucking good, and they're so pious that they don't want it, but they still really not disciplined enough.
I don't think that's for vegetarians and most people that are like vegan.
Right,
they're probably not gonna eat that shit either.
Okay,
you understand what I'm saying? Like
what an Impossible Burger?
Yeah,
a vegan's not gonna eat
probably not.
No, okay,
probably not.
All right, but a vegetarian will
probably. Depending on how serious they are, it depends on what part of the process that you're in.
All right,
you understand what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's been a trend to kind of go plant-based, or go vegetarian, or vegan, right? People will try it.
I feel like it's a dangerous trend and an exploitive trend.
Why?
I think it's because you could slip a whole lot of things in for people who think that they're doing good. You could slip things into the general public and people who are not paying attention through the people who are looking for that bullshit. Cauliflower buffalo wings. What do you think makes the cauliflower smell like buffalo? It's got to be some kind of chemical, but once that chemical is flying in that bullshit, then it just seeps into the other market, and now we eating biodiesel food.
Either way, I said this before, eating vegetables is better than eating meat. Regardless.
But not if it's been pissed on and shit on and injected.
It's better than eating meat. Because you're saying it's been pissed on and shit on, but it's coming from the animal that eats the piss and shit and all that other stuff like that.
What if you're growing chickens in your backyard? What if you're growing chickens in your backyard and you got a goat? And then, you know what I mean? You know what it's eating, you know everything.
You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing you eating. You understand what I'm saying? And it's getting to the point where even the stuff that's not like because the shit more than anything that's pumped with like hormones and GMOs is the meat. Because it's more meat eaters than there are like vegetarian.
Fight back, nigga.
It is.
Yeah, come on, nigga.
It is.
Back, nigga.
It is.
Come on.
Is it not? Would you not agree with that?
Nah, I feel like y'all.
You
I
think
feel
it's
like
more people that are vegetarian or vegan?
Doing. What? No. What's the
there are more. You think there's more vegetarians or vegans than there are meat eaters?
Nah, there's way more meat eaters.
Exactly. So
we know what we're doing. We're good with our fucking sin.
That's not what we're talking. Like,
no,
that's not.
We're okay over here. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're not sneaking in the bullshit through us though.
No. You're okay with the cow or the chicken that you eat getting pumped with hormones to grow faster, so it can get to the chopping block for you to eat it.
Hormones delicious, nigga. Hormones. If you're looking for any sponsorship, hormones. Hormones delicious, nigga. This shit is curry, jerk hormone, nigga. The fuck?
Yo, it's getting to the point where everything is getting tainted.
Right.
Even if you're a vegetarian, you got to worry about the vegetables you eat.
Yeah.
Now they're starting the fruit
salmonella,
that
all
you
that
eat.
shit. Like,
no, even with stuff rotting and stuff, they're putting stuff in the fruits and the vegetables so they don't rot quickly. So what I've been seeing is you'll have a fruit that may look like it is not right, like a banana that's green. It didn't turn yellow yet, and you open up the banana, the shit is damn near, it's ripe as hell inside.
Oh, that's crazy. You saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's what's happening now.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Because that's what they're trying to keep it from being spoiling, and also from like insects and shit, animals and stuff eating the crops.
How close are you to starting your own garden?
My wife is. I bought my wife a planter's box.
Nice.
Yeah, she's been wanting to do it for a while now.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
I'm still in the research phase. I'm still learning about compost. Once I got compost now.
Oh yeah, we got bags of compost.
Yeah, y'all rocking.
Yeah. So we had it. But
so it's the more story, Ronco.
You got to start. You probably got to start growing your own food, like you just said.
Right.
Also, you gotta minimize the shit that you eat.
And read the label, like you said.
You got to eat stuff that doesn't have a label. But the thing is, like I said, they're fucking with other stuff that doesn't have labels. If you look at you go get an apple, it don't got a label on it.
Yeah.
If you look at a bag of apples, it just say apples.
Right,
the ingredients say apples.
Yeah. But them Granny Smiths, you throw them down with the potatoes, like the little bag, and then you put them apples up like 2 months later. You like, wait a minute, these apples are still good. like, wait a minute.
Yo.
Like these apples are staying good with the potatoes. Like, it's getting spooky. They giving a little BBL Drizzy. They giving that shit the little joint. Yeah.
And you know what the crazy shit about it is that a lot of the stuff that passes the FDA here in the United States doesn't pass in other countries.
Cash rules. Come on now.
I just watched the video. It was a guy that said what we call bread in the United States is not even legal to eat in Europe.
Yo, when the last time you seen green stuff growing on the bread? Yo, you remember back in the day, bread, like if you left it up, like the bread if you bought bread on Saturday, if you ain't finished it by like Wednesday, it was growing hair.
Yeah.
That shit was looking like nori by like Friday.
Now, more or less now, it'll get hard before it will mold.
Okay.
Right. It might kind of stiffen up. That's about it. Yeah.
Yo, we was down in Jamaica and the cocoa bread there is next level. It's like real bread and it's soft and it's like amazing. It's like it was just made that morning. You know what I mean? Love, man.
Love. All right. Again, shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. If you could hit the like button, it gets the live out to more people. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. All right. Again, tonight we are drinking Akintoshan single malt Scotch American Oak.
I told you when I yapped it off the shelf, it looked a little light.
It looks really light. Looks very light. This one is a 40 ABV, 80 proof, and this one is triple distilled.
Right.
But it looks a little young.
Yeah.
Pretty smooth.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm getting some notes of like dry fruit. I thought it was more, that's what it was. I said apricot.
Yeah.
But on the label, they're talking about notes of peach.
Okay, I get that.
I get that.
Yeah,
I definitely get that.
And it's like bright. It's like a citrusy too.
Yeah.
You have a comp for it? Like, does it remind you of anything?
I can't remember the name, but
okay.
I know for a fact we drunk something that was right in line with this.
I don't know why it reminds me of a Glenlivet a little bit.
Nah, it wasn't Glenlivet.
Not the orange one.
Yeah, no, was that a Glenlivet? No, that was a it was a Glen. It might have been a Glenmo or a
Glenmo. It is a Glenmo.
Or Jameson.
No. It's a Glenmo.
Okay.
Yeah. You know the orange.
Yeah.
Glenmo. It's bright and it's like summertime and this is a nice drink. This is nice to bring to like a barbecue. If you're gonna be outside for the night talking shit, This is nice.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I thought you were going to take a number 2 on it.
Me
but
too.
It's not that bad.
Me too. Yeah.
I guess it's distilled through Suntory.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Confusion.
Maybe Suntory is the Japanese joint, right?
Oh, okay.
So
yeah.
maybe, possibly,
And
because
Suntory
their
looks
joints
like
are a
this,
little bit lighter.
Mhm.
So could be.
Okay.
Anybody that's out there in the group chat, in the comment section, if you had this, tell us what you guys think, man. We want to know what you feel about this Akintoshin American Oak. But as of right now, we'll let it marinate.
Absolutely.
And we'll come back and let you guys know how it fared.
Yeah, we digging it so far.
All right. So last week, topic of the show was how to succeed in modern dating.
Yeah.
And we had 10 subtopics within that topic.
Yeah.
And we got through 5.
Absolutely.
All right. So tonight we're going to go from 5 through 10. And we're going to give you guys some more jewels on that. Then we got a couple other joints we could talk about after that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So where we left off.
Okay.
All right. We left off at number 6, which was ghosting and benching.
That's what people got problems with. That's what people
Yes,
have
one of the problems
dating.
in modern day dating. All right. These practices, common in modern dating, can leave individuals feeling rejected and confused about where they stand in a relationship.
I know what ghosting means. What does benching mean to you?
Benching actually means I actually looked it up.
Okay.
I kind of had an idea what it meant,
Mm.
but then I read up on it and it was a confirmation of it. It's basically like, yo, you got that person on the bench, and you call them up when you want, but you can sit them down and they sitting there waiting in the wings.
Okay.
You might have other people playing in the game, and you just got that person on standby.
You're on the roster.
You're on the roster.
Yeah.
But you might not. You're not a starter, but you're
starting.
You're not starting.
If you on the
but you're
bench,
on the
though,
roster.
yo, shit looking bleak.
It is what it is.
Man. Imagine being on somebody's roster, but you on the bench. You gotta have a little more respect for yourself than that.
Yeah. When it comes down to ghosting or being bench or benching, I think it's all about your boundaries.
Yeah, because how could you respect somebody who actually had you on their bench?
I don't think most people know.
Everybody knows. You gotta know something.
All right. So what I've read up on it is, let's say if you're benching a chick, you might send that good morning text, how you doing, whatever. You'll have a conversation with her on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
There might not be many dates. If you can hit, you might hit. But you put it back in, all right.
But I wouldn't call it benching, though. I would call it like rostering, like rotationing.
It's just another word. It's still bad.
Benching is like you're on the team, but you're like sub on the team. At least you're on, like, there's a difference.
See, you're thinking about it in terms of basketball.
Well, that's why they call it that. It's a
one-on-one game. It's not a 5. It's not like, yo, I got 5 that I'm smashing and I'm messing with on a regular basis, and I got 1 sitting on the bench.
Everybody's on the bench.
It's 1 at a time. It's 1 at a time. Yeah. Now, if you're the 6th man on a 6-player team rotation, that's terrible. Yeah. But like, yo, if a dude is going from one chick to the other, one chick, he got a bunch of chicks that he fuck with, and you in there, I don't think it's as well. It's bad. Let me stop. It is bad, but I don't think it's that bad where it's like, oh, this dude calls you once a month to hit it, and then he never call you back.
If he doesn't live in town, if he just comes in, and when he's in,
Either way.
Okay, well, all right. So
Either way, it's all about boundaries.
Like a person like in the NBA, like if he's keeping certain women in other areas, they're on the bench, but they know they're on the bench.
I think so.
So that hurts the dating market. How? Because these are good people, or these are people that could be
They
looking
could
for
be
other.
spending their time looking for someone else,
Mhm.
someone that could possibly be their person.
Yeah.
You got one person playing games with you, but you may feel like there's a possibility that you guys could move your situation further.
Mhm.
And that person may feel like, it's not going to happen.
Mhm.
Or if this person or that person falls out, then I'll fuck with that person
Yeah.
on a more serious level.
Yeah.
But you never know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I think that there's not a lot of transparency with that. The person that's doing the benching or the ghosting, they know what their intentions are, but they're not relaying it back to the person that they're dealing with. So they just sitting there waiting in the wings, thinking that there's still possibilities of a relationship or something more serious, and time just goes by. They just waste time.
Yeah, it's almost like they're waiting for the person to get out of their system. Or
You're making excuses. You're making excuses for the person
no,
that's
honestly, when you were saying that, it just remind me of the dude Eddie Winslow when he was dating Superhead. Superhead said that she would, when Lil Wayne would call her, no matter what she was doing, she could be in bed with him or anything. She would drop everything and go to Lil Wayne for like 3 days. Like if Eddie Winslow's car was blocking her car in the driveway, she tapping him, making him get up, go move the car. Wayne is calling. You got to go. So that's benching. Like, is that benching? Like, is she benched for Lil Wayne? Are Nick Cannon's baby mothers benched?
I think they know.
Okay.
I think if you know what the situation is,
Yeah.
that's an arrangement.
Okay.
More than being benched.
All right. Okay.
I think if it's being benched, like I'm dating a chick. I don't know exactly why I'm not getting all her time, but I know she does call me a couple times out the week. I don't 2 times out the week. I don't know what she's doing the other 5 days out of the week.
Okay.
But she calls me enough where it's like, all right, I'll keep you there. I'll keep you intrigued enough not to just leave and bounce.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving you all my time. And let's just say it's a dude that's garnering more attention from her. And I'm just sitting here waiting like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? But she like, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Oh, how you doing or whatever. Da-da. She makes me feel like, yo, it's a possibility. This could be something. Right. But then I don't hear from her for 3 days. And it might be a dude that's in the situation that gets 4 days. He gets phone calls 4 days out the week or every day.
What do you think what do you think is happening with this person if you're in this situation?
If a person says, I'm dating other people,
yeah,
you probably say she's dating other people. But that doesn't mean that somebody else is garnering more attention. You might think that she's treating you the way she treats the other guys, right? It's like, all right, well, I still got a chance. But that chick may know I don't even have a chance in hell. I'm like, yo, if I'm the super duper underdog, if everything goes wrong in her personal life and she got no more guys, then she'll give me a shot to be her boyfriend. I feel like that's benching.
So you're so benching is almost like you just got out the friend zone.
I think you
could easily
you're pretty much in the friend zone, but at least you get to have sex probably sometime.
Okay, all right, okay.
You're probably in the friend zone, but you might get
zone.
sex. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
If you lucky.
Yeah.
But I think women definitely get that. Right? They're definitely like the homegirl in the friend zone. Dudes, if they got some other chick that they can hump on, they're gonna hump. The chicks though, you never know. They might not give, they might have a dude on the string and he not getting nothing. He might sit around waiting.
Cold world, yo. And then there's ghosting. Take it from a former ghoster. Y'all it's just annoying to explain to some people why you don't want to talk to them anymore. So you just rather disappear.
Why ghost though? Because
it's like it's more work than anything. It's it's gonna be mad work. It's gonna be mad work to tell you why this
So
is not a thing.
the person that you were dealing with, or the people that you dealt with that you ghosted,
Fucking,
they weren't.
Larry King, nigga.
They
I don't
didn't.
ask
They
me
didn't.
shit, nigga.
They
Don't ask me
didn't.
nothing. All right, don't ask
They
me
didn't.
questions. They want to interview me.
They didn't.
Now, this is
They weren't that.
pre-social media.
They weren't that important to you that you felt like, all right, I need to have a.
Important.
I need to have like a sort of like an exit conversation with these people.
Nigga, I'm Batman, nigga. Yo, they turn their back talking to me, nigga. I'm gone, nigga. Nigga, come on now.
All right. So let's reverse engineer this for the people that may have gotten ghosted or benched, right?
Yeah. Well,
What would be a reason that you would ghost somebody?
Yeah, just annoying. It's gonna be mad work. You're not.
That's very general. Just annoying.
But you're not gonna take no for an answer. Like, you're gonna be like, it's not gonna be mad.
What
annoying.
they want to fight for the relationship?
Yeah, it's like, yo, fam, like, yo,
like
I'm out, niggas. Smoke one.
Like, I want to break up.
Yeah,
like, I don't think we
do.
should break up. I think we should try to work this out. Like, no,
I quit them all.
I think either way, right? Ghosting, benching,
It's
you
wrong.
have to you got to set boundaries. And when I say set boundaries, you got to know how you want to be treated by somebody that you're dating, that you're talking to.
Yeah.
And you can't just let people set the rules for you. You got to set your own rules. And I think that's the biggest issue. I can't even blame somebody that ghosts somebody or bent somebody, because you probably allowed that person to do what they were doing.
Well, if you want to be honest, ghosting somebody is a little cowardly. And I can say that from someone who done it. Like, if you were with somebody, or not with somebody, but you owe them an explanation. That's something you have to grow up, and you have to. I'm not, I'm making jokes about it, but it's something that I have to look at. Like, why would someone do that? So I can't really respect that. But benching somebody is, I don't know. You kind of like I don't know. You're kind of a bad person. I don't know. Like, you kind of a take advantage ass nigga. Like,
do you think that it would only be considered benching or ghosting if you slept with the person?
Yeah.
Like, if we just talk and we never slept together, it's like, all right, well,
y'all
no
lost
harm,
contact.
no foul.
If you ain't smashed, y'all lost contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which brings me
up. I'll look you up next time I'm in town.
Which brings me to my next point, that I think this is more along the lines of the female side, that
I think ghosting is a man's side. Benching is a woman's side.
You think men get ghosted?
No, I think men ghost more than women do.
And you think men get benched?
Yes.
But you think a man would have a problem being benched if he's sleeping with a woman?
I don't think it ever got. They're not. OnlyFans is built on men being benched. Like,
all right, but are they sleeping with the woman?
Benched.
Because we just said before.
Yeah. Like, it does change the definition. Yeah.
A dude, if a girl is not calling him like that, but she's still letting him hit every now and again, I don't know if he'll have a big problem. I don't know if he'll have a crazy problem with it.
But if she's stringing them along and getting resources from him, there's got to be another word for that.
No, it could be.
No,
because that could be the exchange.
We call that like stringing along. We call that something else. That's a difference.
I think it's similar. I think benching is similar to stringing somebody along.
Benching sounds more appropriate for men, honestly, because it's like he's building a roster. Like, he got a roster full of chicks in the town that he's smashing. He could go to her house, or her house, or her. That's a bench. But if a woman is using the illusion of, like, having a relationship or having sex as a means to keep somebody, that's friend zone. Honestly, I don't know. It sounds like the friend zone to me. It sounds like if a female
if a female what? Say
if a female, if a woman has a male friend, she's kind of benching him a little bit, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I think so. But are we saying that
I mean, it's not like
they're
100%.
sleeping together? That's all I'm saying. Is there
The final answer is yeah, they gotta be sleeping together.
all right? So the bottom line is this, and I think it's majority of women that get caught up in these situations. Sex.
Mm.
You gotta not give up sex too quickly.
Man.
Because once you give up sex, your feelings get tied to it, and it's harder for you to leave. It's easier for that.
Well, bigger than that, Ron. Not the feelings. I mean, the feelings have something to do with it, but I feel like all the leverage is gone.
Well,
That's
yeah.
literally all he wanted.
Well, no. In order for somebody to have leverage on you, that your feelings have to be tied to them. Like they do lose the leverage because they slept with the person and now they have feelings for that person, and they could use that against that person. You know what I mean? Like if a woman doesn't sleep with a dude, she may like a guy, right? And she might be like, yo, this guy has potential. We could probably do something together, like as far as a relationship. But if they don't sleep together, she can probably move on. But once she's already made that determination and then she sleeps with the guy, it's like, yo, I'm all in. I put my cards, I'm all in the pot now. So it got to work out.
Right.
And that's why they'll stick around. And
but that was my carrot at the end of the stick. Like after the horse eats the carrot, what's gonna make it go? Nothing. And now it's just a string. There's nothing there anymore. Now you turn around like, get the fuck off me. I'm going to the next nigga with the carrot or thing with the carrot. You know what I mean? Like it's the leverage. It's what makes the person keep going in the beginning stages. Now, if she could hold off just enough where they could actually like bond and he could actually get to know you before we smash and eat that carrot and just put everybody shit on Steve Harvey when he said the 60-day rule. Like everybody was mad at him. But this is
who was mad at him?
A lot of men were mad.
Yeah, of course. Because we want to, like, yo, on some real shit.
So you agreed with it? When it came out, you were with it? Like,
I understood it.
You understood it? Okay.
I understood it.
Okay.
I understood it. Because come on, man. If we being honest, if we're being honest.
All right.
A lot of women have no chance of being in relationships with a lot of the men that they sleep with. All right. And at the end of the day, they get clapped up and then they get passed to the side. They get left by the wayside.
Yeah, what if a woman knows her pussy trash though?
That don't even matter.
She's like holding off, and then nigga be like, when you finally get it, he be like, yo, you might wait for that shit.
It don't.
I thought you didn't like me. I thought I want you to get to know me. Then nigga like, yo.
Yo, either way, you need to wait. Because women have access to that, right? They give access to that. And if you make a dude wait, you get to figure out if he's really in it to win it.
That's your big joy. Like that's your big card.
Yeah.
Don't throw it out so early.
So if ladies and even gentlemen, if you've been ghosted or you've been benched, I think the solution to that is, yo, hold off on the casual sex or sexual activity. You'll get to know the person. It might sound super old-fashioned, but if you're continuing to rack up bodies because you've fallen in love, like, and you a chick that's a sucker for love, and you think every dude that you smash is gonna be your husband or be a knight in shining armor, you need to kind of do something a little different. Just wait up. Just a nigga. If you make a dude wait, if you make him speak to you like every day for like, let's say a month, and he call you every day and he didn't hit, either he can get tired and move on, or he can be that serious about you.
Yeah. And at least at that point, if you do, at least like you gave your personality a fair shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you put your best foot forward. Like he knows who you are. And then the buns came after, and then listen. Then comes the baby with the baby carriage.
Cause most chicks ain't even hot enough that like yo, a nigga will wait for a terrible personality for like 30 or 60 days to sleep
Oh
with.
God, yeah.
I don't think dudes commit that much. They don't commit.
But it is a part of the game. Ghosting and benching is part of the game, and that's what's deterring some young people. But that's not a good deterrent. Like
that's not
that's
not
par for
fair.
the course, right?
No, first of all, I don't agree with it, and I think if you're out there, man.
But if you're gonna play the games, those are some of the pitfalls in the game. That's not a good enough excuse for someone to be like, I don't want to be out here dating because I might get ghosted or benched.
No,
right.
It's yo,
like
bro.
you have
have
excuse for me.
You have control over that. That's why we gave the solution for that.
Right
now, on the other side, the people that are doing the ghosting or doing the benching,
do better
because you don't want to waste anybody's time. If you don't want somebody wasting your time, don't waste other people's time. Because if you know you have no good intentions for that person, let that person move on and find somebody that wants to be with them. All right, so we'll move on to number 7.
Let's go.
All right, number 7 is pressure to succeed. Some feel pressured to achieve certain milestones like owning a home or being financially stable before entering a serious relationship, which can delay dating. That sounds like more of a man's issue.
Really? That's weird because I was thinking about the total opposite. I feel like that's the modern woman.
That is the modern woman.
Yeah.
But
put so much eggs in one basket that they never really.
When it comes down to relationships and commitment, I think guys will use like, I want to have shit in order before I marry you, or we do this or we do that.
Well, it's admirable, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice way of thinking about things, but it's putting all your eggs in one basket. It's only doing things one way. It's not letting nature take its course too.
Yeah. So you said you were thinking about it the other way. Explain.
I feel like
women
modern with the modern woman is so hyper focused on succeeding and putting all their eggs into one basket that they're not really leaving room to date and entertain relationships. And they're career focused first.
Yeah.
And then by the time they hit their milestones, they're almost playing catch up, you know?
But do you think they totally avoid dating, or they miss the boat, like they don't participate in the game, or they'll meet a guy that might be a good suitor for them and they still like, nah,
well, I think it's a combination of those things, and the higher they elevate, the lower their pool becomes a little bit too. So now they're not, if they don't meet somebody early, now they're kind of like Xing people off because they still want to be hypergamous, right? Yeah. So they still want to date somebody who they feel like is better than them. The higher, they get, the thinner the pool becomes.
Agreed.
So when you don't, I think the moral of the story is try to do both things at the same time, try to be social and sociable while you're looking for your goals. Because I mean, life is passing you by at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like your late teens and your 20s are great times in your life. And you should be having a little fun, a lot of fun, but you should be getting shit done too.
What if they are though? What if they're having fun?
Okay.
And I believe this is the case for a lot of young women. They're having fun.
Okay.
They're not thinking about marriage. Whereas you had the previous generation in their 20s or even their early 30s.
Well, you got to be thinking about marriage.
A husband.
You got to be thinking about marriage like you're thinking about buying a house. Because they could think about buying a house, and when they get the Amex card and they get their all their credit cards and they're going on vacation, they pay those bills back, right? Because they know like, okay, I'm making such money at the job. One of my next goals is to buy a house. So they could keep their credit in order, right? So why can't they keep their personal life in order? Limit the number of men that they're sleeping with, you if you could do one thing, if you're smart enough to do one thing, you can do both.
Mm.
Nah, am I
I don't
off?
know. I don't. Some people it's hard to multitask, and we're talking about trying to succeed. It's not like, all right, let me take a phone call while I'm while I'm typing a paper. So like it's like, yo, I gotta really focus. Like they
Yeah.
feel like I gotta
Yeah.
divert all my energy to
Yeah.
this to being successful, whether it be school, in my career, or whatever.
You know
right?
who got it? You know who understood it? Legally Blonde. You ever watch Legally Blonde?
No.
I love that movie. She understood. She went to Harvard Law School. You know what I mean? So she excelled, but she was legally blonde. She was, she was
She was
blonde and she
ditzy.
entertained. She was ditzy and she entertained dudes and
Mm-hmm.
she understood it. And at the end of the day, some of the girls that were there with her at school, so they were more like strict, like they were like more all into one thing.
Yeah.
But she loosened them up.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the plot. Legally Blonde. Shout out to Legally Blonde.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Kristen Dunst? No, it's not Kristen Dunst.
No,
I
it's
got the name.
Reese
Reese
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Reese.
I never watched
Yeah.
the movie, but I know she's the star of the
you know
movie.
Reese. Yeah.
I don't know why. But
Legally Blonde 2 is very underrated.
oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably won't watch it, but
Put it out there, brother.
when
That's all I can do.
when it comes to careers and trying to accomplish milestones,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like women, they once they've reached certain things, they don't vision their lives with a husband. I think a lot of women are like semi-selfish in a sense, where they can just visualize just them in their life.
Oprah, she never even like
Yo, bro, like you you look at the way men do things, you look at the way women do things, right?
Yeah.
Yo, you got the stats will show that it's a bunch of women buying cribs by themselves.
Right.
It's called a single family home for a reason.
Right.
You should have a family before you buy a
They got
home.
them eggs in the freezer. They got like 12 eggs in the freezer. So.
Yo,
Stegman is like 70. The nigga's still a boyfriend. Yo, picture being a boyfriend and you 70, yo.
Yeah.
She did not want to break bread at all. She rather lead the money for the months than to give it to that man, yo.
Yeah.
That's wild, yo. They just kind of become like, this shit all mine. Fuck that.
Yo, I hate to say it like that, but you see the way men maneuver, and you see the way like you'll have a guy that's that compliments a woman, right? That's on the same level.
Yeah.
Let's say they have the same type of accomplishments or achievements. That man he might spend some money on his car. He might get an apartment.
Mm.
You don't got a lot of dudes buying big ass, houses like, yo, I'm gonna cop this, that by themselves. Like a dude will wait until he has a family. Like a lot of women will like, yo,
they have science though. That's real shit though. The bachelor pad is a real thing.
Exactly.
It's a pad, you know what I mean? It's a spot until he's ready to buy the house with his family. But a woman would be like, all right, all these rooms, mine.
Exactly.
Like, that's wild, yo.
And then it gets to the point where when she does find a man, or if she does find a man, she doesn't want to relinquish none of it.
Yeah.
It's hers. It's still hers. She's, she doesn't really want to share it with that dude. So this is why I think it's a little more important for women to probably find relationships or love earlier.
Is it evolution?
You can call it evolution.
Like evolution works like the next thing up is better and more adapt, and it learns from the predecessors' mistakes. So with men being the first Americans to amass fortunes and to lose half or maybe all their money to divorce, as women being the second to come into marriage, are they evolving and seeing the mistakes of their predecessor and be like, okay, we're not going to do that.
Nah, I don't
If
think
we
so.
make it, we're by ourselves. Like there's no one at the top but us. Like successful people or single people to them.
Nah, I think.
And then what's that mean for the next?
No, I just
version of
you think
man?
it's like that, but I think it's that women like, all right, you're gonna take care of me, or I'm gonna take care of myself. But when I take care of myself, I'm just taking care of myself. If I can't find a dude to partner up with and take care of me, I'll take care of myself. But if I find somebody else after that, it's still all about it's about me.
Okay.
I'm not saying all women, but it's hard for women to give up what they've amassed by themselves because they feel like, and this is what the crazy shit about it is that they get the kudos, but they feel like they're more deserving of it because they are a woman, right? But they want extra kudos for it. But because they did it and they are a woman, right? But a man has no problem amassing a fortune before he gets married, marrying somebody and saying this is yours too.
Tyrone did say you were red pill. That's a very red pill.
You think that's very red pill? No, be honest.
I mean, on the surface, yeah.
Is it red pill or you? Tell me where I'm wrong though.
No,
tell me where I'm wrong.
No, it only sounds wrong because you're saying that women. So it's just saying that women really kind of can't handle. Like are we saying that women are selfish?
I don't think. Honestly, I don't feel like it's nothing. I don't expect them to be anything but that, because when they get a man or they get a good man, a man wants to treat their woman like a queen. So it's gonna be all about them. We treat our daughters like princesses. So they're going to be like, yo, it's all about me, right? And we accept that as men. And that's just the way society is.
Yeah. Well, that's how I roll in the Disney movie.
The newest thing that's happening though is that you got women accomplishing things without men. So they've never been in that space and they're learning, right? Yeah, so, but they may, a lot of them are not learning to share, or they're not used to like, yo, I gotta give to a man. No, a man should be giving to me because that's how it's always been.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's like you can't expect somebody that's been like dead broke their entire life. They win the lottery to be like, yo, they got great money habits, right? Because they're not used to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Women are getting used to the way things are and they're getting used to their success. And maybe it might take a little while for them to be like, yo, you know what? The tides are turning. And yo, all right.
Try to find someone to come up, man. Right?
That's what I think a lot of platforms have been trying to tell them.
Yeah.
But it's hard to accept.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
No, but it's hard to do when the hourglass runs out and then you flip it over. Now you're on the other side of that shit.
No.
Like,
see, this is the thing though. Like, it's a weird mind cycle if you think about it, right? They feel like they're great and they are great, but they feel like men should be greater. They would never say that. They probably would never admit that because they have way higher expectations for men than they have for themselves. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And exactly. But they won't admit it. They'll be like, yo, I do this all by myself. But if I do get a man, he got to be way better than me.
Yeah.
If your expectations for something are super high, you probably feel like, oh yeah, you should be doing better than I did.
Be better, Stedman.
Yeah. All right. So where were we? We were with let's get back to pressure to succeed. Some feel pressure to achieve certain milestones like owning a home or being financially stable before entering into a serious relationship, which can delay dating.
Well, it's either you're in your head or it's an excuse. So just either get out your head or stop making excuses.
Yeah, it's an excuse.
That's all I got.
That's the bottom line. It is an excuse.
That's all I got.
Life has balance, and you should be able to focus on your career and be successful, and also trying to find love, also, man, because that's a well-rounded life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like if you're playing 2K, NBA 2K, which is a video game on consoles, you build the player, you create a player. So you play games and then you get certain points and you can put it in different attributes: defense, jumping, running, fatigue, shooting, everything like that. You have to have, you're gonna have your strengths, you know what I mean? So you're gonna build like a shooter and you play some defense, right? But he has to be able to dribble the ball. So you have to put things into your player too to make them every person should be a well-rounded person.
Absolutely.
Then you should excel in 1 or 2 or maybe 3 or 4 or 5 different things. But take care of the basics first. That goes for men and that goes for women. Yeah. You're better off. You're a better shooter when you're well-rounded.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. And for men, because men do use
giving advice, cool.
They use the excuse. They use the excuse of I want to get my money up before I commit, or I get married, or I want to buy a crib, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I think one thing men need to understand is that when you find the right woman and you insert her into your life, you're gonna see your life upgraded.
Yeah, but Ron, if we're sitting there, right, with a young man and he says that to us, we're gonna be like, where's she at though? I'm like, who you talking about? Who you fucking on, nigga? Like, who you bought? like who at the barbecue with you, nigga?
Yeah.
What the days you do? Like, where she at? So you not working, you drive? Like, you talking all that bullshit and you drive too, nigga?
Yeah.
Get your ass up out of here, man. You ain't saying nothing, nigga. You making excuses for why you drive, nigga.
Yeah.
Where she at?
Yeah, if you're not in the game and you still,
nigga, come on.
That look crazy.
Benched. You number 6, nigga.
All right.
Non-gall.
All right, let's move on to number 8, which is mental health. All right. Challenges are issues like anxiety and depression can impact dating by affecting self-confidence and the ability to form and maintain relationships. You think mental health is a big thing?
Yeah, the babies are sick, dog. Babies are sick. They self-diagnosing. The acknowledgement of the sickness is making them more sick. It's like mental illness is like it's worse than COVID. Because just its existence makes people susceptible to it.
You don't think it's a cop-out sometimes?
No, it's definitely a cop-out, but some people genuinely think they got it because they can get it. Because that's the way their brain work. They brain work, glass half empty instead of half full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So half full is like, damn, I was a little sad today. Let me get outside and go for a walk and let me go to the gym. But you know what I mean? If someone's a little sad today, like, you watch Rudy and Rudy ran out there and he started crying, you know what I mean? At the end. Yo, I cried during movies, yo, during like good parts, yo. I cry like a baby every time Rudy run out there, yo. But it make me feel good, you know what I mean? Like, there's certain movies.
You continue to watch it?
Oh, I love that shit.
You like crying? Like you don't. You're not the type
shit.
of guy that says, "Yo, this shit makes me cry. I'm not watching it again."
Nah. It's a happy cry. It's a good cry.
Okay.
Good cry. I like crying. I like crying though, like being happy. You know what I'm saying? I get that from my mom though. My mom used to do that. She watched the movie and she get tearing. I was like, yeah, I'm tearing too, man. I like that shit. Like a Karate Kid at the end. Like I cried in the Karate Kid.
Really?
Yeah, I was happy.
Okay, it's happy. It's happy.
But where the fuck was that?
He talk about depression and anxiety.
Yeah. So they self-diagnosed and they sick, yo. We gonna take them seriously.
Come back to the mic.
We at that age where we gotta listen to the babies, yo. If they say that they sick, and get better before you get into a relationship with somebody else.
I agree.
I feel like work on yourself. If you feel like there are things that you can work on yourself, if you self-diagnosing and you feel like you could use help or
Mhm.
in certain directions, anger, depression, things, like that. Yeah, definitely work on yourself, get better, get healthy, and then
Yeah.
get out there.
Yeah, I think you're definitely doing yourself a disservice if you're not all together, you're
Yeah.
not whole yourself, and you're trying to uh, be be in a relationship with somebody or date somebody because they're not getting uh, the best version of you,
Mhm.
and you definitely should get yourself together before you step into the game, man. That's like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we got that's all we got for that
Let's
one.
get out of there.
All right.
Before I keep talking.
Okay, number 9, lack of time. Busy schedules due to work, school, or other commitments can make it difficult to find time for dating and building relationships. I think that kind of is similar to the pressure to succeed, achieving milestones, and things like that.
But most young people meet other young people where they are. They meet them in school, in secondary education, at
Mhm.
work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Internships, in different clubs and things. What are you doing that you're not around other people like that? You being out of now, unless you're doing everything remote, then that's
Nah, I think
inherently
most
the
people
problem.
just
If you're getting in the car and you're going places and you're places, there's no excuse when you're not meeting people.
well, it's excuses because I've heard people say like, "Yo, I'm just focused on my shit.
Yeah.
Focus on my shit."
Mhm.
Like, yo, you ain't meet nobody.
Yeah.
You ain't meet no dudes. You ain't meet no girls. I'm just focused on my shit.
Right.
I just focus on my shit. That's
Like, I don't know
their
where
excuse.
you work, but dog, yeah.
Well, it makes all the sense in the world because you guys are doing the same shit.
Mm.
So that's a common interest that you guys have. That's a way that you guys can connect.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you spend, let's say, 6 to 8 hours with a person and you guys do the same thing.
Mhm.
And if there's a physical interaction and you can small talk with them, there's a chance that or a possibility of something actually happen with
Yeah.
that situation. So but let's speak about somebody that may genuinely really be busy on the run.
I have a joke, and this kid taking everything out of me not to say it, but it'll be so inappropriate. So you know what, Corey? I'm gonna be the bigger. I'm not gonna say it because there are jobs. I'm not gonna say it, but there are jobs. But there are jobs and things that young people can work at that you can't really meet other people there. You know what I'm saying?
What?
No. No,
I think
I'll tell you later. Man.
I think this issue right here is solely hinged on balancing your life out. Like if you want something, you're gonna make time for it.
Yes, balance. Yes.
If you want to be in a relationship, you want to meet someone, you have to prioritize.
Being in a relationship
you have to make
is
time for
work.
it.
Can you run the first couple down? I don't think we recapped.
All right, yeah.
We
Let's do
we didn't do the
quick
previously or ready to die. We didn't get one of those.
All right. So number 1 was digital overload.
Right.
You want to read the whole thing or just
no.
All right.
Just the topics.
2 is the hookup culture.
Yeah. Too much smashing on the run.
Number 3 was communication issues.
I ain't chatting enough.
Number 4, commitment phobia.
Some people are weird.
Number 5, traditional gender roles.
Yeah. Boy and girl work.
All right. And 6 we did earlier, ghosting and benching.
Yeah.
7, pressure to succeed.
Because I feel like it's getting a little thin at the bottom of the list.
Oh, we only got a couple. We only got one more after this.
Right. That one's a little because now we're getting into the excuses stage. And then and I feel like the theme is right now balance and stop making excuses, dog. You're not that busy. Like I know you're a little, you're chat. All right. It's hard. It's hard being a guy. We're always the one that have to do the work. Like, you know what I mean? If you catch eye contact with a woman she 9 out of 10 times she's not gonna come up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that has to go up there, and it,
Yeah.
you know, and that fear of rejection is spooky. You know what I mean? Like it's not cool, especially now when you're texting and everything is not so up close and everything. But you gotta shoot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Shoot your shot, talk, communicate, put that work in. Jones, look presentable, do your thing, go back the next day, follow up, be a good nigga, all that. You know what I mean? Like just be cool and don't make excuses, yo. If it don't work out, it don't get walked all over neither. But if it don't work out, it don't work out. Like fine, it's not the biggest deal in the world. You know what I mean? Like these are all things that I felt like I could have heard. You know, like if I this would be my favorite show when I was younger. It's my favorite show now. But this is the show men on the come up, men need to hear. You know, like you did cool, like men, like, you know, in their formative years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need to hear these jewels, yo. But I feel like we get into the weeds a little bit. We get into like the excuses and the dudes that's not well rounded. Yeah, you should have your basics in order. You know, you should be in some kind of shape. You should be groomed a certain way. You should have some kind of transportation, and you should have some mode of making money. You know what I mean? And a head over your head over your head is cool too. I mean, a roof over your head is cool too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
well, you don't have to have a house, but you just have to have
somewhere,
somewhere. If a chick says, I want to come home with you tonight,
right?
Where you gonna take her?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's all.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You
gotta have a place to take her.
Yeah. So, you know.
All right. So number 10 is high expectations. Influenced by media and social media, some individuals have unrealistic expectations of their partners, leading to dissatisfaction in relationships. These challenges highlight the complexities of modern dating and the importance of open communication, empathy, and self-awareness in navigating relationships. What do you think about high expectations?
Yeah. At the top is just us, nigga.
I think that definitely goes both ways.
Right, cool. Like, who we looking at? You know what I mean? Like, when you up there, so we got. It's like, you know what I mean? But you know, you gotta find someone you like liking people. Like maybe everybody ain't been dealt the same hand you was dealt.
That's
with.
a problem, I think, for a lot of people. Because like you say, go with who likes you. But most people like people that don't necessarily like them as much as they like them. Everybody wants to go up. Everybody doesn't want to go straight. They want to go up.
Men want to go up physically, like looks wise, and women want to go up financially.
For the most part, generally speaking, yeah. But you got a lot of dudes that are out here that think, you know, they see Instagram models and they think they could have it or they should have it. But usually the chicks on Instagram that's models, athletes and entertainers get first dibs on them.
Yeah.
And if you're not that, it's highly unlikely that you'll get that shot. Or if you do get that shot, you might be benched. Or you might be that that dude that's like, after she's all done and she's used up by the athletes and entertainers, maybe you get a shot.
Yeah, you gotta go save her.
You know what I mean? But you not, like, all right, so when we're talking about men, you might be talking about finances. And when you talk about women, you might be talking about looks, right? You don't got money like that. You can't, like, the shit, like, not to say that she's accustomed to anything. Yeah. It's just what she's trying to, it's like she's requiring from dudes that's trying to holler at her, right?
You say, Ron, they want to go get them used Maseratis, yo. You know what I mean? That Maserati got 90,000 miles on it, boy. I know you could afford it now. But is that what you want? That shit been on Toro, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You want that Toro Maserati, boy? Or you want to go get a nice, you know what I mean?
It might be all about the look, though.
Yeah, you can watch that hoe. You could watch them and get the fucking details.
Just because you see me driving,
you see me
driving by. You don't see the dash. You don't see how many miles is on the dash.
No, you see the dad, boy.
I see it.
Yeah, you seen that, boy. You seen the dad. Yeah, you take that shit on Nautical Mile. They're like, yo, I had that shit last summer. Yo, I rented this shit for a week last summer, man. Like, yo, you see the thing, man? I remember them guts in there. You got the red guts in there, right? Yeah, I had that shit last summer. Yeah, you gotta do a lot of that.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So expectations, bro. Expectations. I think, like you said, for guys, go with who likes you, right?
Yeah.
For women is a kind of a different animal because it can be confusing for a woman.
A lot more boxes. Go who likes you. Go who respects you. Go who wants to, not can, wants to take care of you. Like generally in his heart that you feel like
you're talking about guys or girls?
I'm talking about for girls who are choosing men. Go with who likes you. Go with who respect you. Go for who would, you know, if a car is speeding up a street, he's gonna push himself he's gonna push you out the way, you know, first, and maybe get hit. Like you want someone that's gonna crash out over you, someone that's gonna protect you. You know, it's a lot more boxes. You know,
yeah.
You know, we're simpler in these boxes, but
I don't think those are those boxes
that's a lot more serious. That one box is really serious.
Those boxes, those characteristics that you laid out, I don't think a lot of women are using those to set their standards or their expectations for men.
Yeah.
You know. So, when it comes to the thing with women is that they get attention. They get sexual attention, and they can confuse the sexual attention from regular. I want to be in a relationship.
We talk about women a lot, but I don't know what make them tick. I live in a house full of them. I don't know. Like I just wake up and just avoid them, and then go back to sleep. I don't know what I'm doing. Like this shit is like, you know, one day it's lit. You know, it's a beautiful thing, man. You know, but it's a dance, and I feel like you have to be strong in your role as a man to dance with women. You know what I mean? And to be there for them and to grow old with somebody. We're not trying to talk down to them like y'all having problems getting married. We really set out this season to really like help.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we brainstorming and we coming up with these lists and we coming up with these topics to really try to talk and really try to help and really try to like, you know.
Yeah. Do you think they have unrealistic expectations of?
I think men and women have unrealistic expectations. I feel like men want everybody to look like that airbrush Instagram model, and I feel like women want everybody to be, you know, 6 foot, 6 pack, six figures. You know, is 6 pack, 6 foot, 6 figure as absurd as fit, feminine, and friendly? What's more attainable? Fit, feminine, friendly, 6 pack, 6 figures, 6 foot. What's more unrealistic?
The crazy thing about it is that those two people, like if that woman had those characteristics and that man had those, they probably would get together. But usually one of those people don't have all those attributes. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody that's asking for that doesn't have that.
But what's more realistic for someone to have 2 out of 3?
I think women. A woman.
It's more unrealistic, right?
No, it's more realistic.
All right. You can't help 2 out of the 3 tall you are. Yeah. All right. To be fit, feminine, and friendly.
If you feminine, you're probably gonna be friendly. It's pretty much the same.
It's just an attitude thing. Yeah. But men have to be born two tall parents to be 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then fit. I feel like that's
If you short, you got to make more money, bro. That's all it is. Like, yo, you do.
Yo, but all the bosses in the cartoon was like Mr. Spacely was short. All the bosses were short to fucking tall niggas, right? George Jetson was taller than Mr. Spacely, right?
He was. He absolutely was.
Right?
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, man. That had a whole other thought. I forgot. Damn.
You threw me off. You threw me off also.
I had to go. I had somewhere to go after that, and I lost it. But we'll get back.
Yeah. If you're short,
Yeah.
if you're not in shape,
Yeah.
you just gotta have more money.
I had the bread though.
You gotta have some bread.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
nigga.
and for a dude, because dudes know, this is the thing. Dudes are realizing, like, all right, if I got bread, I don't really have to be super tall or super in shape.
Well, now yo, they could buy it. We did the episode on the height extension.
Yeah, you could.
And they're gonna get the BBLs.
You could, but bottom line is that you don't have to. You really don't have to. Because what the thing is, what women are asking for, there's not a, like, if you like percentage wise, like stats wise, there's not a lot of that. There's not a lot of that. You understand what I'm saying? And guys,
and the dudes that got a lot of that is gonna put you on the bench.
Yeah.
Like, you want to be on the roster?
No, they know.
You want to be on the roster.
That's the thing. They know they have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Shaq got room on his roster. Shit.
Yeah. they know they have it because they know, like, yo, there's not a lot of dudes like me, right? So the women, this is why they're so catty and they compete, because you got a lot of good looking women. There's a lot of good looking women, and guys are more or less like, with BBLs or surgery, like, we're not requiring no money, no nothing. You just gotta look good and be nice. That's pretty much it.
Feminine and friendly.
That's it.
Yeah, feminine and friendly.
And the fit thing, you don't even have to really be fit. If you can get your body done, you don't have to even go to the gym. You just look right.
Book's body, bad. What you say? Bad built Book's body. Shorty on Congress. She was wilding. Yo, let me ask you a question. Off topic. Why hasn't there ever been a vape cigar?
I don't think you could. I don't think you could ever replicate the smoke of a cigar.
Really?
I don't think so.
With any kind of like
vape smoke is like light smoke.
Okay.
It's like big. Like it's like but it's light smoke.
No, but if you could recreate the flavor.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you could give it that smokiness and that richness in the flavor. Ron looking at me like, nigga, stop talking. I'm gonna work on it tomorrow.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Stop talking, GB. This nigga talking about moving his lip. No, but like you don't think that they could get a robust flavor in their vape that could actually recreate a cigar, even with like the big vapes?
It's possible. But I think cigar smoking is more or less about the whole activity of it. You know what I mean? Like, if you vaping like regular vape or bud or whatever, you doing it to get a little high or a little buzz.
Right.
Like, it's
the cigar is really for that cigar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, when we wear our clothes in public, like, I got like mad cigars and whiskey stuff. Like, people just talk to me out the blue. I get talked to at the gym. Even I'm going to buy a fence. I'm in Rosedale, Queens, and I'm like paying for a fence, and he's like, cigars and whiskey. Yeah, I just ordered I just ordered 2 boxes of cigars and some stuff for his humidor.
Mm-hmm.
And we just spoke about, cigars for like a little while. So, guys, if you're watching and you are brothers of the leaf, we have some merch coming up, some cigars and whiskey merch.
Mm-hmm.
Just show your love for cigars and whiskey. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So soon come.
Because
Yeah.
if you smoke cigars and you drink whiskey,
Yeah,
it's easy to support the brand.
it's easy to support the brand,
you know
man.
what I mean? So,
Real talk.
yeah.
What else you talking about, my boy?
All right. I guess we're done with that.
Yeah.
Done with that one. All right.
Man.
What
fend for
we're going to
themselves.
talk about? We're going to
Let
talk
them
about,
fend for themselves.
huh?
I said, let the young boys and the young girls fend for themselves.
Well, I would just
We'll
say,
get back to them next week.
yeah, we'll get back to them.
Have a little fun.
All right. Just this week, the Diddy situation happened. You had after we spoke about it last week regarding the video that came out.
Yeah.
Diddy came out with an apology.
Oh yeah.
And
we didn't talk about the apology, huh?
No, we didn't. A lot of people felt differently than I did.
How did you feel?
I thought it was kind of like, I thought it was a little sincere. Like I thought it was sincere enough.
Why?
I thought it was sincere enough.
Yeah,
for him to get a pass from people, because a lot of people are idol worshippers. So I felt like it was,
but no, they're not. If
They are.
anything, a lot of people are idol takedowners. Like they can't wait to knock down their idols. Honestly,
there's a lot of people that want to believe this guy.
No, they're not.
And
I don't really see that.
I think so, but I might
have
been proven.
I think the market for the people who are coming up with conspiracies and putting extra charges and extra smut on him, I feel like that market is greater than the market for people taking up for him.
It would, at this point, yeah, it would be that way.
Okay,
it would be that way. But
I feel like black people hold our entertainers the most accountable. I feel like once we hear there's some shit going on,
because we haters.
Nah, we ain't haters. We're. I feel like at the core, most black people are
haters.
Nah, it's not haters. I feel like we're moral.
No, we want.
Nah, I feel like yo, we don't play no thing. We don't play with nobody touching on no kids. We don't play with nobody touching on no women. We have a hard time with anything that's kind of foul in the hood, except murder. You could kill Pookie, and nigga, it's free you the next week. But as far as like you harming women and children, I think we hold men very accountable. I think we do a really good job with it, and I feel like that's something that, out of all this dysfunction over the, I'm kind of proud of the way we handled, like especially Cosby. We were hard on Cosby. He got out. We ain't really worrying about him no more. Cosby's home.
Yeah, he is.
No one is like OJ came home and lived a regular life. Like, yo, get low, and we're gonna get low with you. At the end of the day, we not, cause at the end of the day, you went to jail. You come home, go on and die in your house and go. Yo, if R. Kelly get out in like 5 years and he get low, we ain't gonna worry about it. You go and do your crime and get up out the way. You know what I mean? Do your time.
Aren't you contradicting what you just said though?
Go.
About you just said we hold everybody accountable. Like
no, we hold them accountable
for a little bit, and then we like, all right, if you get low and you
yes,
all right.
Yeah. I feel like we have a combination of both. I feel like we do want this person held accountable. We do pull this person in the middle of town square, which is social media, and we all ridicule this person, and we all tell this person how we felt about what they did, and we exile this person. But I do feel like we leave
I don't think so.
A lane for a path of not redemption, but you ain't gonna die in jail.
You think it's us. I don't think it's us. I don't think it's us that's doing it.
Come on. Who you think is doing it?
I think it's mainstream media.
All right.
I think this dude upset some people that are probably not black. And that's why he's going through what he's going through.
You trying to buy NBC?
I don't know what he's trying to buy, but I think whatever he's trying to buy, or whatever he's doing, it upset some people, and this is why this is happening to him. Let's not act like we're on some, we want, we do want justice, but we're the same group of people that we turn the blind eye to a lot of shit. We don't snitch. We don't nothing. There's people that have a problem with the people that are talking about him. They want him to get in trouble, but they're ridiculing the security guards or the people that are around him that are telling the stories now. Right?
Yeah, because people are looking at them like they were enablers. Like, yeah, you should be helping justice because you were his enforcers.
Right. You can't have it both ways though. So
no, you could tell your story, but you're not going to try to act like you don't got blood on your hands.
I thought are we holding them accountable?
Yeah.
No, not really. Not really. Not really.
Oh, we idolizing them?
No, we putting like, I'm not defending anybody, right?
Right.
But we'll hold the security guard accountable, right? But you don't think it's somebody way bigger that was cutting this nigga big checks that made him a billionaire that knew the shit that he was doing? But when they done with him, they put him in town square. We don't put him in town square. They put him there for us to like eat him alive. Like, look at them. They're doing it. But no, they started this whole cycle of shit.
Put that crab back in the bucket.
Exactly. We took him out, but now we're gonna put him back on there. And we're gonna make sure they grab him and bring him right down with the rest of them.
You gotta be so diabolical, Ryan. Why you gotta be like that?
Because I'm not like them. I'm not like them, but I understand how they think.
Right.
I understand kind of both sides of how they think.
Right.
If you think if you like, if I was gonna be diabolical, what would I do? If you could just jump into that for a second, you'd be like, oh, I understand what they're doing.
You think they threaten them? I'm gonna send them back to the people. I'm gonna send you back to your people. I'm gonna tell them. And then how you get in the car? If you live a decent life, how you put yourself in the who's the victim here, Ron?
First of all, let's be clear, right? If this nigga's got money, he could buy whatever. Black people don't got money, so he can still buy people. He could buy support. If it's still niggas today that if he say, I'll give you a job and I give you a $100,000 salary, they gonna work for him.
Cigars and whiskey, y'all.
You know what I mean? Like, there's some niggas that got podcasts that say
a revolt. Be a revolt. Like Don. Nah, I ain't gonna be no Don Lemon. Yo, I see Don Lemon got like a little podcast. That nigga's coming around like a regular nigga now, yo.
Yeah.
I seen him I open my phone, I'm like, look at Don,
he got his ass booted out of CNN, right?
Yeah. He coming around. He down here with us, man. Join us, nigga. We grab some fucking They threw Don in the crab, nigga. Come on down here at the bottom with us, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Come on.
You think it's us and you think we hold I don't see it that way. So the clip that we're gonna check out is shout out to Kill Cam. What's the name of their podcast?
It is what
it is, man. Him and Murder Mace, they got a podcast that comes on YouTube, and they had him on
every
CNN
day religiously. Like they've been on every day for like, they're coming up on a year now. They have their remote days. They have their system. They're fully committed. Their stuff is dropping, and great show. Even now, when it's not, now it's the NBA Finals and stuff like that. But when there's still not a lot to talk about, they're still talking and they're still moving. Yeah. And let's see what Killer talking about.
All right, Killer was on CNN they wanted him to talk about Diddy.
Yeah.
Kind of wasn't feeling it. So got a couple clips. All right, let's jump right into it.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? I mean, is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint. I'm just going off what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puff.
Couldn't get away with this stuff if there weren't a lot of people protecting him. Do you think that's the case?
Who the talent agent for this joint? Like, you think I'll be sitting around watching what Diddy do and all this? I didn't know this was a Diddy joint that y'all invited me to. Yo, who booked me for this joint?
All right.
Wow, and I don't be sitting
Camron,
around watching Diddy and all that. Yeah,
thanks.
man, come on, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Thank you for your
Camron.
time
Oh man. Shout out to Killer Cam, man. What are your first thoughts on that clip?
Cringy. Cringe. Like,
It was
embarrassing.
Normally I'm a cringy, like
Embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
That shit was funny to me. That shit was funny.
Well, it was like, honestly, it felt like to me that he was trying to recreate the Bill O'Reilly, you mad shit. Like, it felt like that was the last like spot that he did. It felt like you would come in here to do that. Because the first couple of questions were about Diddy. But it's like, okay, Diddy just got caught beating Shorty on camera. CNN dropped it. So now CNN is getting into the little TMZ game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is their story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did Killer really think that they called him today? Like, is Killer season on his 20th anniversary? Is SDE on, you know what I'm saying? Like
no, he had to know that they
like,
probably
this is why
prepped them
you're here.
for,
They prepped this. So
yeah.
you coming on and acting, try to act like you got ambushed and you kind of like recreate this moment that you did 20 years ago is kind of corny, kind of beneath you. And I feel like this is the time where like we got the microscope on hip hop niggas. Hip hop niggas is looking like rapists. It's looking like misogynists. Niggas is looking crazy right now. Like when the top hip hop nigga just got caught beating his chick in the hallway. So this is the time where we pop a dick pill and talk about where we're gonna have sex later. Like, I feel like there's a time and a place to like grow up and to like. I feel like this would have been the ill time where you could have just like really cemented yourself as an elder statesman. But honestly, every time Cam is asked to step up, he kind of like takes the L. Like, this is like Dipset spanking him at the fucking verses. Like, you came unprepared, you played the same two cool games, you ain't take it seriously, and then you try to make a black woman look stupid, and you ended up looking stupid. That shit was corny to me, yo. And I fucks with Killer. Like, if he sees it, he might curse me out and we might go viral. But but I mean, honestly, like, you know, as a nigga who fuck with Killer, I feel like that shit was corny. Low hanging fruit. You've seen it already. And grow up, man. You just had an old bitch twerking on the fucking shit. Like, she was like this grown woman. Her ankles, she had the high blood pressure ankles, like twerking on the freaking it is what it is set. Like, imagine like we have like a woman twerking on here, like just doing it and they throwing money on the shit. Okay. Like, it's time to just grow up a little bit. Cause we like the way you doing it, we like the way you moving, but your fans are growing up, so you should grow up too.
Yeah,
that's me.
I'm saying I don't totally disagree with you. I just thought it was funny. I don't take a lot of this shit that serious, so I'm not on that. Oh, it's CNN, so you got to act proper, or you have to like, because you black, you got to, you know. All right, be yourself. Like, treat them like you would treat anybody else. It was, to me, it was funny, but it was, it was a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I commend them for doing that, especially on a platform like CNN. They probably won't have any more rappers on CNN. Okay.
Well, no, I think niggas gotta be more ready for them. If they're gonna be in a TMZ realm, you're gonna
can't
have
call
to
it,
start
though.
dealing with but you're gonna start dealing with
I get
undesirables.
what you-
If you're gonna be in the undesirable realm, you're gonna start being ready for people who are gonna go off script and not really take it seriously.
All right, but
To a
Cam
black
is
woman.
tops right now because of his podcast is so popular. They're tops right now.
Yeah.
So
Mace wouldn't even go on there though. Would Mace have done that?
no, not at all.
All right.
Not at all. But I don't think
And that's what they really wanted. Cam would never sign to Mace. Like, you just did because you know Mace, nigga. Like, Mace, they probably asked Mace and Mace said no.
Well, that's why he said he did what he did though. Because he's like, yo, this ain't my, like, I don't know Puff like that.
Right.
You signed, Mace is signed to him.
Yeah.
Y'all asking me about him, but you got to ask Mace about that. He was signed to him.
So that's like, we come here and we know we're gonna drink whiskey, and you ask me how the whiskey is, and I'm like, I take offense to it. We all know why we're here, so why play the game when it's time to fucking perform?
No,
unless we're just performing.
It's like me, somebody asking me something about White Star, because you my homie, and
right.
I'm supposed to know about everything about
So why would you go to a White Star
that?
interview? Why would you go to an interview about why would you show up to the White Star documentary taping if you don't know nothing about White Star? You were called here to talk about White Star. So let's talk about White Star.
Maybe the people that did the documentary didn't do their research, and they say, yo,
but why you get in your car and come?
He does
why
does
did
a
you turn
pod
on
with GB.
But why did you turn on your TV to do it then? Like, why did you turn on your camera to do it then? If you knew why you were doing it.
Because I'm promoting cigars and whiskey.
Showman. The perfect showman.
This is exactly what he did. He promoted his podcast.
Yeah.
He promoted his
Dick
Pink
sold
Horse.
out. Yeah, them just sold out.
His Pink Horsepower. And then he got his ass off the show.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
As long as we all know what happened.
See, this is the funny shit though, right? You just saying this because it's a white platform.
No, I'm just saying it because it's a serious
time.
No.
If he did this shit on Power 105, niggas wouldn't say nothing.
When Aaliyah died and Star played the
That's
plane
something different.
going down,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He got fired.
That's
you know what I'm saying. Like there was there's a certain decorum to act when something serious is happening.
Why? Because it's a white platform.
No.
It's a white platform.
No. Because we're talking about it. Like, yo, we're on YouTube. We can't say certain things. Everybody can't.
It's a white platform, and he got to act better in front of white people.
That's the easiest way to say it. So it's respectable politics. Like, it's respectability politics, right? Like, that's
if you don't want to say it that way, you don't have to say it that way. But like, come on, let's act this. It is what it is, right? This is what most people are thinking, but they don't want to say
it's
it.
Definitely not.
You can't act that way in front of white people.
Nah, bro. There's a certain time to happen. There's a certain time. There's a certain way to act when there's serious things at hand.
Like,
what's white people got?
No. The reason why you peg it as
so where could that happen? All right. If he went on Inside the NBA, and Shaq and them asked him about that, and he acted like that with Shaq, or he went on Shannon Sharp show, right? Which is perceived black, and he acted a certain way. People have a problem with everything that people say.
I don't think people would have this big of a problem with that if he did that on a black platform.
You got a problem with shit when it's fake, dog.
No,
like it's fake, and it's like, yo, this is not the time for this right now.
Because it's a white platform.
No, let's just
talk
about.
Just say that.
So how you getting? So niggas getting clout off of shorty getting beat? Like that's what we doing now? Like where do you want to take it? You want me to reach with you? Because I can reach with you all night. I can reach. I'm trying not to reach. But if you want to reach, I can reach. I don't want to reach.
I'm not reaching.
I don't want to reach.
I'm right here. I don't have to reach.
It's gonna be nasty work if I reach.
It's right here for me. It's right here.
Yo, it's right here for me too.
No,
Shorty got beat, and we reacting off. You only on CNN because the top black dude, rapper dude, that's in your cat, like he's in your folder, like that's, you know what I mean, their
Okay.
era, everything like that. He got caught beating his chick. So we looking at him like, yo, you was outside with that nigga. Do you see? She asked him, do you recognize that nigga? Meaning, have you seen that behavior out this nigga? So why are you even here if you not want to, like, if you don't want to talk, why are you here? Like the black shit is all cool, but let's just talk about what's happening.
Killer. I'm Killer, right?
Go ahead.
Do I ask the questions or do I answer the questions?
You answer the questions if you want.
So the person that asks the questions should do the research, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not tied to this thing.
Oh, so you never been in the party with them like me? So why you here? Why you here?
Because you asked me to be here.
Yeah, but why you accept it?
If
you have so much integrity and you're so pious, you know what I mean? And you standing on business so much.
Why are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why integrity? What are you talking about?
No, because you can't speak on it because it's some kind of code, right?
He said I can't speak on it because I don't know this dude like that.
That's why you here. Why did you accept it?
Because you asked me to be here.
Yeah, but don't come here if you don't have nothing to talk. But
I got something to talk about. I got a podcast. Okay. I got a product to promote. Right. If you don't do your research,
but
you call me to be on here.
On the when he came back and he did the follow up on his show, he was trying to act like she was almost trying to ambush him by her line of questioning, by her line of questioning. He felt like he was under attack because
I didn't get that. He said, like, yo, they asking me questions about him. You got to speak to Murder. Murder was signed to him. I don't know.
They reached out to Murder. Murder didn't want to do it because Murder was really dead. So Murder wasn't going to play like a.
So I'll go.
Okay. So you get
submit. If you go and you don't say nothing, they're gonna feel like you lying. I could truly say I don't know this nigga, so I don't know nothing. But in the interim, let me promote the pod and let me promote my pink horsepower.
Gotcha.
Right now, all right, a black person act a little niggerish in front of white people. All right, okay, that's the problem. That is the problem.
To a black woman. Damn, I was holding that. That's when you hold that. For last, nigga. He did that shit to a black woman, nigga. You see, I was holding my shit cool. Yo, so long, baby.
Nobody
been here for so long. I'm only getting better.
Nobody can.
He did that to a. No, it looked crazy. Him sitting across from a black woman doing. I asked you to end this a while ago.
No, that ain't no. Huh?
It would have been funnier. Bill O'Reilly. But it was just another sister sitting next to you. She's just trying to ask you, like,
wait. So,
you know what I mean? Like,
all right. So she a sister, right?
Yeah.
Why does she not know?
What didn't she know?
Why does she don't know that this nigga's not signed to Cam? Is she a black?
No, she knows. She just don't.
No.
No one said that he wasn't signed. No, everybody knows. Cameron was never on. Cameron was never on Bad Boys. I felt like she did shade that nigga by saying his name like that, though. I felt like she had that in the tuck. Like,
I don't think she was
gonna call the nigga Cameron.
Just because she black don't mean she's of the culture.
That's crazy. That's a wild assertion.
You're using it to debate.
Yeah.
But like, yo, she don't know how to pronounce his name, right?
No, she mispronounced his name on purpose. Trust me.
If he was on a black platform, they would know, like, oh, you don't. Well,
no, they would know, like, oh no, we still got to be cool. All right, so we still keeping secrets. I get it. All right, nigga, the secrets is over. Stop protecting niggas, or else get out the niggas' way. Like, get out of our way if you still protecting niggas. That's all we trying to say.
What is it? Is he protecting them, or he don't know, or he went on the platform knowing he didn't have nothing to talk about? You can't have it both ways.
We were trying to get the bottom
have it both ways.
But we didn't get to watch the interview because it never really happened because he was popping dick pills in front of black women. I can't do it. But I could do it all night. But I can't.
Yeah.
We agree and disagree. But here's what it is. What the hell shit talk about? What else want to talk about?
Well,
no. I'm sorry, I asked you.
Go ahead.
I got something I want to talk about. Quick though.
Okay.
Trump in the Bronx. I really want to know what you. Yo, it took everything for me not to call this nigga.
Yo,
come on,
what you mean?
yo.
I'm just
yo. So there's no way Biden's winning, right?
I can't call it.
Yo,
I
if
can't
he
call
can
it, bro.
do that in the Bronx, he could turn Philly and yo. When he go Jersey gone. Like if we could do that in the Bronx,
Yo, bro.
that's the idol worship, right?
People catching on. No, people catching on.
Oh shit.
They catching on. That is not about that is yo, bro. The bottom line is this, right?
You have a microphone.
If you take away, like you say, oh, he's racist, like what else you got? You gotta get a mic. Get a mic.
Not about racist, it's seriousness.
Okay.
See, this is the thing,
about
right?
race.
Hold on.
It's not
Can I
about
say one
money,
thing?
It's not about your
We got a whole
choices.
new season, boy.
All right.
We going red.
Seriousness.
Seriousness. Okay. See,
You can't seriously.
see, this is the
say.
thing, right? You see, we take this shit serious, right? And we feel like these, like, yo,
you should, right?
Cam shouldn't go on CNN and act like a black person because it's white people.
Serious
Like, yo,
fella.
you really, they don't take it serious. He was
Fox News.
president. If you want to talk about he already was president, right?
But
If
you said catching on to what?
Catching on to the fact that the politics are the politics. It's not about who likes who or whatever.
Okay.
Yo,
It sounds like to me he said catching on to the wave.
Come on. I'm gonna put this down now.
No, you ain't saying that. I want to hear what you got to say. You didn't say nothing.
It's just not serious. He's not serious.
Trump is serious.
He's not serious.
All right.
He's not serious about doing the best thing for you. You know that.
And how do you say that?
Because he's not. Because he's not.
We about to die and shit. Like, you got
all right. So
$500 in the mail.
So if a candidate acts serious, but he does nothing for you, that's better than somebody that does something for you.
What did he do for you?
Oh, I got some money while he was there.
You got some money while
Yeah.
he was there. Okay. You care to go on record and say how you got that money? Don't bother. My point exactly.
What? I could say
I don't even want you to. I just want
he was at the insurrection
as a business owner.
As
a business owner, certain shit happened. You had certain programs and things like that. Yeah,
good luck.
I benefited from it.
I'm gonna put this.
You driving the tour bus to DC on January 6th.
Yo, if you could say, tell me something. No, you. It seems like you feel a way, but you're not telling me why. You just. You think the other candidate does?
I can say that and not need proof to you. I can just say I can look at you or him and say I don't take you seriously.
Can I ask you one question?
It could be a gut feeling.
Okay, all right.
How about I just go with that?
Can I ask you one question and then
Sure.
I'll give you the final word on this whole thing? If you're not black, you're not black if you vote. If you don't vote for Biden, what does that mean?
I mean, it's all bad. It's just there's no third choice. If there was a third choice, I'd try to choose the third choice. You know, like I said, I just don't take him seriously as far as trying to help me. Maybe he did help you, Ryan, and that's fine. And hey, at least somebody got some help. But for me in my life, what I'm looking forward to and trying to set forward, I don't think he's taking me into consideration.
What do you as a voter, what are you looking for from a candidate?
like I said, someone that's maybe trying to unite instead of separate. However you want to go into that and use that. And okay, a guy who puts, no offense, I love his music, but you know, Chef G stood up there. He can't even vote.
I was surprised to see Sleepy
So,
up there. Sleepy Hollywood
I
up
don't know.
there.
Well, Sleepy, he can't even vote. So you got a guy standing up there and endorsing someone
Yeah.
that can't even press the button.
That
I love the
influence.
ice. I love it all. Look good.
Yeah, it's
You
shiny.
look shiny. You was shiny up
It's
there.
shiny.
But those guys who stood up there, do they represent you?
What do you damn? I
Endorsing
getting
him?
final word.
That's
All
what
right.
he puts
We
up?
get it. We got yo.
Who,
listen.
who did he put up there before? He put up a little pump up
We
there
got
before, right?
time. We have time. We have time.
I'm
We
saying
have
he
till,
asked
till
me.
November.
I tried to put this down.
We have to November.
I tried to put the mic down.
No, don't put it down.
No,
You
no,
could-
we want to give Cool the last word on this.
The last
we got to
word
November.
is
We got to
Ron
November. We got plenty of time.
knows everything.
Plenty of time.
So
got
we're
plenty
gonna
of time.
say
No,
that
I don't
gonna be a
know.
little
I
segment.
don't know everything.
There's gonna be a second.
you know that you say you know you got some money, right? So he helped you,
Yeah,
and that's I can't argue with that.
the only difference is that I go with somebody actually did something for me, not how somebody. I don't expect them to make me feel a certain way.
Well, okay. How about
because that's
this?
not really real.
How about this? Let's raise the bar here. So let's use Obama for instance. Do you feel he did something for you?
No, not really. No.
Okay. For me, I think the opposite. I think at least on the cliche side, at least he can show my youngsters, or at least put in their head that there's a possibility of,
Oh, I give you
know what I'm
that. I would
saying,
agree
of-
with that.
right?
Yeah.
Now,
So, like,
financially, I can't
aspiration
really
is
say.
enough?
I mean, you know, when you have nothing else, you know what I mean? I
I mean,
can't
you
really
saw
say.
Jordan dunk. Can you dunk?
No, not the same thing.
Okay.
Not the same thing. Because you know why? Because with that, I even think about like my grandmother and my mother, who like never would think or see. See, we're like more optimistic. We come up at a time where things seem a little bit more possible. You know, when you're like literally have to drink out of another fountain, you can't share the same fountain. And guess what? That's only one life in front of us sitting here. It's not that far. My mother's born in 55. Civil rights movement was passed, what, late 60s, mid 60s?
Mhm.
So that's 10 years of going, you know? So at least I can say, okay, well, they got something out of it, which in terms helps me get something out of it. Watching this guy stand up there, you're dangling people in front of me like Kodak Black, or you're dangling people in front of me like Lil Pump, and I say, wow, do I relate to
I
them?
think Wayne got out there too with him right now.
Do I relate to
I
them?
think so.
You know what I'm saying? What is it about? What is it about me, Mr. Former President? When you look at me and you say, I know what'll make him fuck with me, I'll put Little Pump in front of him.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you look at me and you
But
think
ain't
that
Biden
that's
have
the-
Cardi B with him? Like, aren't we all playing the same game?
well, I mean, if I had to choose, if I had to choose a person, fuck it, I'll choose Balcalise over the rest of them. But I understand. It's just those, like I said, let's use who we used up there in the Bronx. It was a decent stunt, but I don't know if Sleepy can, but I know Chef G can't press the button for you. So I don't even know what that was really about.
Listen, Chef G just trying to get pardoned.
I'm not mad at him. You gotta do what he gotta do.
You know why he
You
there.
know what it's
You
all
know why
about. It's,
he there.
it's about trying to get
It's
votes.
a look, yeah, it's a look.
I
And we
know, I'm
talking
saying.
about him. I'm pretty sure his streams went up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I love Chef G. He started the shit. So
Yeah.
Chef, my nigga, you already you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
I'm just saying, you know, I don't know if something like that doesn't necessarily make me take you seriously.
Mm.
The person that you chose to have up there, I love him musically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like if you were trying to show me that, you know, you're for me, I don't know. I don't know if I would just choose the guy who just came home for, you know, love him. But I don't think he personally represents me. Does Chef G personally represent you?
No.
Okay. So, you know, what vote are you?
I don't-
You know, I know
I
for the
first,
younger
no.
folk? Okay. well,
I go by the candidate that will satisfy my interests.
My nigga, you made you some money. He ain't make you no money. He didn't. You was big because you know why?
The
I don't really
environment
put your
has to
business
warrant
out here,
has to
but
warrant
you've been getting money.
the environment
No matter
has to
who is
warrant
president.
that though. The environment has to warrant that. You know what I mean? Like
You've been getting chicken.
Well,
I know you a long time, brother.
Let's
It wasn't this guy that
how
opened
about-
up the floodgates for you to make money. You've been getting it. I'm sorry, Cigars and Whiskey.
No.
Don't come flying Rocco.
Stay here. I just want to get some qualifying like statements here. So you said you vote for your own interest. So you vote for your own interest opposed to the greater good, or you vote for your own interest within the greater good? Like, are you going completely for Delph, or what you doing?
when I say for myself, I mean things that will affect my family, my kids,
Yeah,
and me personally.
but not
So that should
you
be
as
that should
your
be
people.
for the greater good.
Oh, because if you good, everybody good.
It's easier as a black person because you have so many candidates and so many presidents prior that have never done anything for black people. If you have somebody that says they're going to do something for black people, that's a difference in itself.
I feel like that's the black people's problem at all.
Huh?
Because I feel like black people pride themselves from not being a monolith. Or you hear black people are not a monolith. Black people are not a monolith. I get it, but I feel like with that mentality, everybody's so divided that like if black people collectively found like a common ground where we could all get together and we could all push towards one thing, I feel like we'll be back. You know, like we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could find like a common ground instead of just dividing ourselves individually or through groups or through like nationalities or through sexual orientation.
That's not realistic though.
Yeah, but you know, we see other groups of people
every
do
other
it
group does shit for themselves.
Not themselves collectively. Even if they going for Delph, they're going for Delph for their crew. We going for Delph for ourselves every time because we so divided.
When I say like myself, I'm not saying like this candidate is gonna say I'm doing something for Ron specifically. No, we're talking about a general statement as far as a lot of people like me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There are a lot of kids like my kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? So depending on what I got going on, maybe it's taxes, maybe it's getting shit back, getting whatever, getting supplement, whatever. You know what I mean? It depends on what the candidate does for us. I think the thing is with black folks, we need to stop focusing on who's racist because they're probably all racist.
Low hanging fruit now.
Right? Like we focus so much on how somebody makes us feel, and we got to figure out who's going to do something for us.
Well, we seen it when Trump got elected, and like the black guys were going up there to go talk to him, and they were getting ridiculed. I think Steve Harvey went. Who else went up there?
Kanye went.
There was someone else. Not Joe Brown. Jim Brown went, right?
I think so.
Right. But I was looking at it like, yo.
But people don't remember. People don't remember that Biden wouldn't meet with nobody. He wouldn't meet with nobody.
Cube. Yeah. He left Cube at the door.
He wasn't trying to meet with nobody.
We'll see.
But
we'll see what happens.
People forget about that nigga's crime bill and all that. They don't speak about that, right? You can put mad niggas in jail. Created the crime bill like where that put mad niggas
Fox News.
So this is the thing. I'm not gonna lie, that sucks, but some niggas put themselves in jail. I just always want you to remember that.
Nah.
It's not good either. It's not good either. It's not good.
Yeah, cool. Fight back, nigga. Like,
I'm not saying it's a good
This ain't gonna be no Fox
but
News shit. Like we gotta get a little CNN in here too.
Niggas put themselves in jail.
We gonna have the
all right, but if I go
now listen,
if I go to jail, right, and for what my crime, I get way more time than you get because you different, or you from a different part of town. That's not right.
The first thing we gotta understand is that we're not playing the same game as everybody else. We're not playing.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but like I said initially, I wish there was a third button to press. That was what I thought. Initially. There's not, as I see, right? There's no third person that's trying. Somebody else, maybe.
There's always another option.
No, I mean when you go up there to press the button.
There's other options. There's an
other
independent
cats up there,
option.
yeah,
All
There's
right,
a-
well then I'm gonna look.
there's other options.
I'm gonna look into the other niggas and see who else.
Sleepy
is up
Hollow's
there.
not going there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see who's the other niggas, and
Yeah, but you know what that is, cool. That's
What's
like
that?
throwing your that's like peeing in the ocean.
I
That
understand.
don't mean nothing.
I
Like
understand.
put your vote where it count, doggy.
Nah.
See,
Nah,
that's
shit.
see
that undecided should be like a little
no.
weird, too.
It's not even undecided. It's the fact that he's not saying like, all right. Let's say Biden has his stance, Trump has his stance.
Yeah.
But you're not talking about their stances. You're talking about how they make you feel.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think we can't go by feelings
Well, this
because
is the thing. You gotta do what works for you.
you're always, as a black person in the United States of America, you're always gonna feel marginalized. So, all right, if you're gonna be in that space, why not try to get the most out of the candidates that are there?
That doesn't mean I'm gonna pick the nigga that you picking.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I didn't say a name. I'm just saying
He talking niggas right now.
speak, focus on what they can do for you, not on how they make you feel. That's all I'm saying. It could be Biden, it could be Trump, it could be the conservative candidate. But focus on that. But you're talking about how they make you feel.
Let's use the two people that you have in mind.
We don't even have to.
Well, who else?
Because we're talking about. No, I'm generally speaking. All I'm talking about is black people needing to vote based on being selfish on what somebody can do for them, not if somebody is racist or how they make them feel. Because
I don't know.
All these old white dudes are racist. They don't like. They're not going home and like
to each other's weddings.
Yo, bro,
go to the
we assume that these dudes really fight and they don't get along. They can sit down and have a conversation. They do business together. They gotta create policy and they create the laws that we live by on a day-to-day basis, right? So they can work together, but we're sitting here saying, I'm not voting for this guy because I think he's racist.
Well, I never said racist. You're not referring to me, right?
Because you brought up civil rights and you brought up
no.
segregation and all that stuff before. And you said we're not that far from it.
Yeah, we're not. But I never called him racist. I simply said this. I just don't like the guy. And I think that's fair, right?
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah,
right?
Fair.
All I'm saying is that
there's nothing else for me.
All right. Okay. All right. So
to the public now.
And you may feel this way. Like, all right, so if you had
I don't know him. So I don't like him. I never met him.
That's fine. But and believe you me, right? I'm not trying to get somebody to vote for because I know that who knows who's voting for, right?
Checked in the mail already.
Nah.
Me, nigga?
But what I'm saying is this, right?
Niggas campaigning tonight.
So somebody, let's say Hot 97 calls you, but you don't like the program director. You don't like the way he makes you feel. You're not taking the job?
I don't think that's the same thing.
What do you mean it's not the same thing? If you have a president that could impact your life, that could kind of make your life better or a little bit worse, right?
Oh, you don't play by 97 now.
Well, the program director is who I would, if I'm working directly under the program director and I don't like him, there's a good chance maybe I won't because he's directly in the way of my career anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So let's just say that there was another
It's the best thing for you.
No, it might not be the best thing for me because
you feel like it's not.
If I'm under a regime that I don't feel comfortable in, okay, let's just say.
So you wouldn't even try?
Well, I guess I would have to see some silver lining in the person.
Because it's better than nothing.
Well, in the sense of the presidency, there's no third choice for me. Now, as far as this analogy that you're trying to
keep in mind, man, I'm not trying to sway Republican, Democratic, or nothing,
if
right?
I was
but what I'm
working under
trying to say is this, right?
How could you shine? How could you shine if you don't fuck with the nigga? If he's your boss, if he's your overseer, how you gonna shine?
This
By
is
being
my
good.
my ideology is
Being
this,
good
right?
to a nigga you don't fuck with.
No,
wait.
being good to yourself and being good and prospering and doing good in your slot.
Okay.
If you do good in your slot, then you don't even have to be with him anymore. Once you get big enough, you could go and you could write your own ticket anywhere you want to go.
Where? 187. Where else? Where you going? Where else you going after that?
I want to find.
Okay, so I could just went there maybe in the first place.
So
If
you
I'm good enough,
wait.
if I'm good enough to go to 197 right now, I'm good enough to go to 105 right now.
But
You're
your
already there.
opportunity was at 97.
You're already there.
Okay.
What I'm saying, what I'm trying
We
to
can agree to disagree on this.
No,
one.
we already agreed to disagree, but what I'm saying is that
Blue,
like whatever
red.
whatever your goal is, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you let personal feelings get in the way of that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If it really hinders your ability to do what you need to do, I get it.
Right.
But let's just say, for instance, somebody does offer you a job and it's like, all right, it's a job that even it's a step up, but I can go lateral to somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You're not, I wouldn't let that get in the way if I could definitely make a move, right? But when it comes down to voting, I think, like I said before, I think black folks should be a little selfish, try to get some shit for themselves, because we've given our vote year after year and given our allegiance to certain candidates that have done nothing for us, right? Speak to a guy that I feel like you should give, you make your vote count.
All right.
So that's just how I feel. And I'm not saying vote for this person, vote for that person. I don't even know who I'm voting for.
We got a political show coming. Like we gonna start that like in August.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know who I will vote for.
Let's do live election coverage. Right. Right.
Mm.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Serious. That last topic is happy.
Yeah. Yeah, either way, get out and vote, man. Cast your vote.
Yeah.
Make your vote count. That's all.
This was nice.
Oh, you gotta change your heart.
Gotta change your heart. Yeah. Looks can
be deceiving.
Yeah, man. This looks like a Colt 45. You know what I'm saying?
But it's pretty
I was sleeping on it, but I know I spent a little money on it. I'm like, yo, I promise this is decent, but they did their thing. Say it again. What's the name of it?
Akintoshin.
Akintoshin.
Yeah.
It's like triple, all have to say it.
Yeah. Triple distilled Akintoshin single malt Scotch whiskey, American oak. This has been first filled with bourbon cask, vanilla and coconut with clean citrus zest. All right. This one right here is a 40 ABV, 80 proof. How much is it?
$50.
$50 for a 750 mil. All right. If you guys have tried this, let us know. Let us know in the comments how you think this one fared. If you liked it, if you didn't, maybe we're on base or we're off base with this one. I think it's pretty cool, man. I think it's pretty smooth. It does have a pretty young look.
Yeah.
But it's relatively smooth and it has some good notes, man. You do taste some dry fruit in there. A little bit of vanilla, you know what I mean? But I think it's pretty good, man.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so
it's got my stamp of approval. It's got my vote.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey podcast. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Cigars, the & Whiskey podcast. Remember to like, share, also subscribe to the channel. Also hit the like button on all the videos so we can get all the views up and it can get out to more people. All right. Corey Cool, please let the people know what you got going on, man.
You can catch me on the Play It Cool show every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. We're rocking 2 hours now, man. We're moving up in the world.
Oh, cool. Let's go.
Shout out to my podcasting family right here. These Cigars and Whiskey fellas, they work so hard. You know what I'm saying? Every week, man. I'm just happy to be a part of it. Nobody Cares About Father's Day podcast as well. You know, we're talking about trying to be superheroes, man, aka dads. And lastly, CUNY Radio podcast. We're talking music. That's about it, man. You know, we're running the streets.
Yeah. Father's Day's coming up too, man.
We want to give it right. Well, do the joint cast, right?
Yeah,
it'd be nice. You guys gonna be free?
No, definitely, man. I'm saying that.
Yeah,
let's lock that in.
All right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Lonnie Love and Melissa for Love Is Love. Their clothing brand. Check them out on Instagram. Love Is Love. Shout out to Lonnie, man. He just had a baby, man.
Yeah,
he just had a kid.
Saw him
man.
the other day. I was like, congrats, bro.
We want to start from scratch at
what
this late in the game. I don't want to jump into a whole nother conversation, but
we kind of here. We kind of here. Shout out to Lonnie, yo.
Shout out to Lonnie, but what do you think about having a kid like
dog? I have my granddaughter
approaching your mid-40s.
I have my granddaughters for a day. I was like, I'm good. I can't do it again. The only way I would do it is like I would adopt from like maybe like 3. But no,
not from infant.
No,
I can't do that again.
No,
yeah, I couldn't imagine.
They need too much from you, but they're such a better rounded human when you're around them and when they have a healthy that age, like childhood is so important. Like, all right, we don't like a rabbit hole, but I really feel like childhood is really the most important time of your life as far as who you're going to become as a human.
Yeah.
So if you make somebody's childhood good, they'll be a good adult.
Gotcha.
So, you know.
All right. Yo, shout out to Lonnie Love, man.
Yeah,
and again, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey podcast. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
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 Peace. Peace.